so good seeing Linnell and Joe.
I know. The house, the yard is so nice.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And he just gets out there with his big mower and mows away.
Yeah. Hey, Paul. Water? Do you see water anywhere? Just go in
water.
there. Oh, okay. Thank you. You're welcome. These folks have been here so many times. This is a home away from home
Well, you know
for them.
Guilford pretty well then.
Yes.
Do you ever go downtown?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
lots of times. My niece, well, my brother originally moved to Guilford sometime in probably 84. They lived here for probably about 20-25 years. My niece still lives on something Pond Road.
Oh.
So yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember what. Guilford, not Guilford Pond.
What's your brother's name?
My brother's name is Jim Wickham.
Wickham?
Yeah,
I
his
wonder,
name is not.
I wonder if they had
originally from
children in the school.
there. Oh yeah.
It
Because,
is, only because my daughter's been teaching for like 17 years, 6th grade. But I didn't know.
They would be 40 in their 40s
Well,
now,
so she
that
would have
might-
missed
yeah,
them.
I would have missed
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Well, the little one, is she still there?
Yes.
Her little ones, her little 2 boys are in the elementary school now.
Oh, okay. And so their last name Wickham?
Yeah.
The kids.
No, hold on. It's Wickham White,
Wickham White.
and I don't know how they, if
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
you know, they
Yeah.
don't.
It's
funny.
been it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are you from, Maryland?
Actually, I'm originally from East Haven,
Oh, really?
and I moved down after I got married. And and we've been away. Yeah, I've been away for 26 years.
East Haven, yeah.
Lived there for 29 years. I was 29 when I got married.
So you knew Guilford, didn't you, before?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
know. Yeah, like the back of our hands.
Well,
Loved it
go
up
down the
here.
beach, go down the, yeah, well,
Yeah.
East Haven's had nice beaches before the last storm came.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was pretty bad.
But we're gonna have a nice winter this year.
Okay.
You sure
I'll
about
take
this?
your word for it.
It was the worst one that I had ever gone through last year. It would snow and then the next day you get up, it would snow again. It was just like,
Yeah, never ending. It really was. Well, it was bad down
It was
near
cold
us.
too.
yeah.
It was terrible.
Now for Michigan, they're saying an early winter.
Where am I sitting?
Over here.
Okay.
Well, he knows who to ask, doesn't
Yes.
Thank you, Paul.
I need a coffee. My mug is on the porch if you want to do that. Over there.
Oh my God, did you see that?
See it? Look at it. Take a picture of it.
Oh, I have to get a picture. Coffee cake. She made a coffee.
These are all like homemade?
Yeah, she's
Oh, yes.
an amazing cook. Amazing.
No, this is the first time I've ever been here. I mean,
Yes.
I've gone by it before, but
Uh-huh.
they didn't have the sign, and I never said,
It's kind of a hidden gem, and I tell you, when we first started coming here, I immediately went out to TripAdvisor. I was like one of the first ones to start, hopefully, the ball rolling where people, you know, did it more.
Well, then I read you.
Yeah.
Because I went to TripAdvisor
Yeah,
to
I've
see
gone
what
there
was said about here.
I'm on there a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
So,
We'll be on there when we get home.
Good.
Yeah.
You still have relatives in East Haven?
No.
No.
no. Well, yes. Yes, we do.
Yeah, I don't
Yes,
know.
we do.
I met somebody
We
in
went
Are
to
you
a
from
friend.
East Haven?
No, I'm from Washington, D.C. That's where I was born.
Oh, really? That's where my grandson is down there. He's living right down there right now. He's 25 and he's in a government, works for a government company that does like Humvees, Jeeps and stuff like that.
Bob, are you a government kid?
Sort of.
No, not really.
Not federal.
My parents came from Detroit. So,
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we're from, you know.
Yeah, they're from.
Yeah.
That's where all my relatives are in Michigan.
Oh.
But
Small.
no,
Very small.
my dad wouldn't work for the
We're
federal
already
government.
talking about moving
Yeah,
here
yeah.
for
I work for a local
Thanksgiving.
government
I
outside of
hope
DC.
they're
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Yeah, well, Corey, right now, I think he's living in,
Yeah.
he's living with a relative kind of right now, but he's been, he's waiting to get an apartment with another fellow. and
He's
stuff.
not living in DC. He's living in one of the suburbs, right? Like
Yeah,
Maryland
yeah,
or Virginia.
Arlington and.
Oh, Arlington?
Well, maybe right around there, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Let's see, do we have any more?
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
yeah.
Good or bad, it's
No, it must have its good,
Here.
there's not many of us from that area. So that's why when I tell people from I was
Yeah.
born in DC, they look at me funny because who's born in DC?
yeah,
Nobody.
yeah.
I spent part of my childhood, very good.
Going
this one. Going around DC, yes, because I was in Manassas
Okay, yeah.
back when it was nice and new.
That's when it was farm country.
Yes.
It's
yes.
not like that now.
Wow.
It's just terrible traffic.
Really?
Oh,
The traffic
dear.
is bad, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody's like us. I live 37 miles from my work, probably about 40, 50 miles from DC, and everybody commutes in
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's where all the money is.
Right?
Big
Dad
money.
was at the Pentagon and he commuted in every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pentagon's a big.
The girl
Yeah.
the girl that my grandson was going to marry, I think, they've been going together 7 years, I'm guessing. She works at the Capitol, and yeah, and she graduated from, she was from Madison too, they're both from Madison, yeah.
And there's more coming. There's, I believe, a
Oh, this is big
frittata.
enough?
Oh, yeah, she's making.
I don't know
You
what
should
that
have said
is.
like that.
It's like a quiche.
What?
Like a quiche.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an egg dish.
Like a frittata.
is this no calorie?
Yes. There is no calories here. Zero. Thank you. Yeah. Too much this weekend.
Apparently one of the kids, nobody's admitting it, left the gate open and all the deer got out. And they've been out all morning trying to catch their deer.
I saw one come from the driveway and go into the gate.
Yes, yes.
Do we get them?
Do you have them
got
all
one.
yet? You got one.
A little light on the orange juice as well.
3 of them went that way down the road. I saw them.
How long ago?
That was when they first got out. They split up. Most of them ran that way, but the other 3 went down to the side of the road.
Would you like some orange juice, Aunt Betty?
No, honey,
No?
I'm not
There's
sure.
only 3 out now, I think.
They'll come back when it's feeding time, right?
Pardon?
They'll come back when it's feeding time.
It's feeding time now.
Have they gone, do they do this often, or no?
No, somebody,
Hi, doggy.
somehow the gate got open.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Sam, how are you related to Libby?
I'm her son.
What?
Her son.
You are?
Yep.
Oh, well, we both had the same Guilford day.
Sam,
You
I'm
know how-
sorry. This is
you
my
know how
Aunt
she
Betty. Abel.
Yep.
You know how she had, it was, I know the exact date, September 18th, 2002. There was a Libby Bartlett day and there was a Betty Abel day in Guilford. I said, okay. It was funny. They said, Mom, the kids say, Mom, how come you remember that day so well? I said, well,
It was your day. So they
2002.
proclaimed a day for your mother? Is that?
yeah, for all the volunteering that she did,
Oh.
all the stuff she did.
Wow. Very nice.
She just had her 95th birthday.
Oh, she's still
Wow.
with you. Wow.
And she still goes to, she's still active.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Picks up sticks in her.
And Betty worked for the city, right?
For the town of Guilford, I did.
Town of Guilford. What did you do?
I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Town payroll and,
Oh, okay.
yeah, there were some jokes on that one, you know. I gave the cop the wrong, he had a brother on the force with him. I gave the wrong brother the overtime pay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't you work for the Parks Department too?
Rosie.
Then I went over to Park and Rec, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I miss a dog.
I see you have a new friend, Mac. I'm jealous.
Yeah, like me. Always me.
So the one cat is Licorice. What's the other cat?
Mickey's just walking by.
Hi, Mickey.
Mickey.
Get her back in the other part of the house.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello.
Johnny, this is my Aunt Betty Abel.
Hello.
Oh, I can
She's
ask
from
you, did
Guilford.
you go to Baldwin School?
Yeah.
Did you happen to have Mrs. Skelly?
Nope.
You didn't?
I know who she is.
Yeah.
That's Aunt Betty's
God,
daughter.
that's my daughter, yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Nick.
God.
I'm taking you home today with me.
Big
You never
paws.
did that to me.
Oh my. Okay, good picture.
Oh, you're so.
Come here, Rose.
Is this another no calorie?
Another no calorie. That's right.
Down. All the animals.
You taking a picture of the
I
roll?
am. Going on Facebook.
Going on Facebook? I'm not going on Facebook.
No,
Thank you.
only the food. anyone care for a bagel or bread or other bread or other bread?
Never sample it to make sure it's safe.
I'll wait for the Higgs to come and see.
Yeah.
Did you get any of the peacock? He's just been
No.
walking up and down
Here,
the
run
driveway
out
this
and
morning.
get the peacock for me, please.
Uh-oh.
Put it on close up.
Do you do this back in Michigan too?
Absolutely.
You do? Every place you go, you have to camera?
Yeah, yeah.
Here she comes.
All the bed and breakfasts. We then post it online and people go to them.
Oh, I see what you
Yeah, yeah. We
Ah.
write it up really well.
That's good, yeah, never took pictures to post.
The one in Massachusetts, I don't think I take pictures of that one. Except the outside was nice.
It's alright.
The outside was
Alright,
nice.
we had met a couple of ladies here one year,
Mm-hmm.
and they had always gone up to the Salem, celebrations, the Halloween Salem celebrations
Oh,
in
uh-huh.
Massachusetts, and they recommended this one beautiful Victorian house. And the house itself was beautiful, but nothing about it, nothing about the stay was I didn't like it at all.
Not
You know,
personal.
No, I mean, the gentleman that owned it, very classy, very nice, very witty businessman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I guess he was retired.
Yes.
But he would leave a note on the door all the time, so he evidently wasn't there. He had a cleaning crew
Mm-hmm.
that I think stayed in the back in another house. And the morning breakfast consisted of just the coffee and tea, but not a curry. They would do a pot.
Oh.
They would take the milk and the orange juice and they'd sit it in an ice bath.
That reminds me of
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's
You're
all right.
so sweet.
A packaged bagels, and
Oh, okay.
we happened to get spotted bananas for 3 days.
Oh.
And that was it. That was
So it was really a bed, not a bed and breakfast.
No,
Yeah.
it's a very
Continental breakfast.
Right.
You know, and some box cereals, some little box cereals. The room wasn't very comfortable. The mattress wasn't comfortable at all. I had a terrible backache.
There's room over here.
Sit down.
Oh, fruit salad. Fruit salad. Fresh fruit.
See,
You're right. Yes, yes.
And this is a new bowl. I've never seen this bowl.
I get a picture of it.
Stuff from the 70s.
My crumbs here. Going this way.
Wasting a lot, man. We found out it's really important to look at TripAdvisor comments. And, oh yes, thank you. A lot of times you'll see some negatives and then find out it might be competition in the area.
Right.
Leaving it. But there are some things that seem valid, such as saying whether it's a continental breakfast or
Right.
those
Right, you
things
have
seem
to
to ring
decipher
true.
the comments.
Yeah.
And see if you could read between the lines.
Exactly, and some will say, well, it was a nice place, but there was no gym, there was no pool.
Who cares?
Exactly, that's somebody who's never been to a bed and breakfast before, they think it's a
Yeah,
hotel.
I think it's a hotel, yeah.
Yeah. Have any fruit?
Thank you.
Yes, when I left a comment for this particular place, I started off with the positives. The man was nice, the house was beautiful. But this is what the continental breakfast consisted of.
Right.
If this is what you want, knock your socks off.
Yeah, yeah. Some people don't mind it. We're
Yeah.
foodies, so we like to go for the fancy
Right.
breakfast.
Right.
Me too.
Well, the funny part about it is, after I started reading the comments on this place, I noticed that if some people were raving with, seething with negativity. And I could have done that, but I can't see the worth
No.
of doing that.
Right.
Because what they said was truthful, it's just that they were sour about the situation.
And that's non-productive, because people tend to discount the rants.
Right,
Yeah.
and then what happened, and even after my comment, somebody comes back with a counter comment and discounts everything that you say. As opposed to saying the Continental was everything we needed, they'll say, we don't know what these other people were talking about. You know, who cares if you don't have a fancy breakfast? You know? All you need is a muffin and a cup of coffee.
That's all they need.
And sometimes those arguing counter comments are from staff that have been required to leave those, rather than the owner doing their rebuttal in the official area. They think that it carries more weight if it looks like it's coming from another guest, which isn't honest, but. And we found too that some people mistake the reviews for their opportunity to become a travel writer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so they're picking apart every little thing. I wouldn't have decorated it just this way. It's a bed and breakfast.
It was a good place to go if you want to go to Boston or if you want to go up the coastline. It's a good place to launch your
It is,
adventure. It's kind of like here.
I mean,
You can
I
go
don't
anywhere.
think it was comfortable though. The bed,
No.
our room wasn't.
No, that's not my
Yeah.
point. My point is if you want to go, if you don't care, like if you don't care about that kind of details, you know, you can go ahead and stay at the Motel 6 if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
That always surprises me. Then why don't they stay at the motel? You know, why are they at a bed and breakfast if they don't
Because they don't want to be
understand?
seen there.
I am an innocent. I don't understand these things. Okay.
Right? Makes sense. I'm not
mhm.
going to be caught at the Motel 6 or whatever.
I have never stayed at a bed and breakfast.
Well,
Maybe
Yeah,
you
I
should
know.
just come up- well,
We're
I'll,
gonna
have to
have
make, I'll make an arrangement.
we're gonna have to rectify that. Yeah. Get you a room. Not today.
A lot of people have funny notions about what they think it goes on in a B&B. I know people I work with won't go. They're like, no, I'm not going to that. Why? What are you
They don't
scared
like to
of?
be that
Well,
close
some
to
people,
Yeah.
family situations, or, I mean,
Well, some
Right,
people use it for affairs.
and some people
Yeah.
like the more upscale one. There are some more upscale ones near the shore. I'm not sure if there's any here in Guilford, but there's Clinton, Madison,
yeah.
and some people like that.
You
type
can
of
go to
atmosphere
the Madison
where it's-
Beach Hotel, which is just
Right.
put up there, just
Wow.
brand new, and
That
it's,
was the
yeah.
same with
I can
Guilford.
imagine the rooms are probably 500 a night.
We've stayed at several bed and breakfasts around Michigan and one in Ohio. The one in Ohio, it overlooks the Ohio River, right at the West Virginia border. So it's in the foothills of Appalachia, in a town called Marietta, Ohio, which is an old, very old settled town.
First settled place outside of the 13 colonies.
Yeah. So they actually have a lot of Revolutionary War soldiers retired, buried in their cemeteries, because as part of their benefit package for being in the Revolutionary War, they were awarded land, but they were awarded land to go settle, and this was the settlement. So they're all out there. But the bed and breakfast was a gorgeous old Queen Anne Victorian up on a hill overlooking the river. The interior was just gorgeous. The breakfasts were scrumptious. The little old lady running it was a meddler.
What?
A meddler. She liked to meddle and everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And
I didn't know she worked with me.
Oh,
yeah, that metalsmith, I tell you. And so she was in our business 24/7 and micromanaging us. You know, at one point we were in the car getting ready to go on a ghost tour, walk around that town, run by her friend, and we had 15 minutes to get there, and it was a 4.5-minute drive. Plenty of time. So I'm in the car getting my camera all situated and everything. She comes tearing out onto her front porch, screaming at us, "You're going to be late! What are you doing? You're going..." Like we're her grandchildren. Yeah. That wasn't enough. She comes, and she's not very steady. She comes tottering down the steps, around the sidewalk, up to the car window, banging on the car window. "What are you doing? You've got to be there. You're late." And I just rolled the window down and said, "Thank you." And rolled the window back up and drove away.
We're good, let's go.
And we got there considerably early. So she was, she detracted from the place. But the place was
But she
lovely.
owned it, and she owned it, or?
She and her husband owned it, and her
Okay.
husband, well, and perhaps her husband was a personality. He was in the hospital right then, getting a hip
Yeah.
replacement, so it,
Oh.
yeah. But when we got there late. We told her we might arrive late if traffic was bad, and there was a note on the door saying, I waited for you, and you didn't come, and now I have things I have to go do. I'll be back later tonight.
So she was a little curt.
Well, we were also locked out, so we sat on the porch, daylight, dusk, evening, pitch black, 10 o'clock at night she shows up. Oh, you guys are still out here? Well, it's locked, we couldn't get
That
in.
was the only time she locked the door the entire time we stayed there.
The rest of the time, she always keeps it unlocked, but because somebody was coming,
So was
she
like,
locked it till she could
"Teach
see, yeah.
Well, maybe not, yeah.
No,
She
I
locked-
I
They
think
keep
you
this
nailed
door
it right
open
there,
all the
yeah.
time, or
This one's unlocked.
this is
at night.
unlocked?
They keep for us. We've been coming in late every night. This has been locked, but the bedroom doors are unlocked.
But how do you get into the house?
A key. We have a key,
Oh, you have a key to the
which
house.
we have to
okay.
remember to return
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, when we returned home last night, it was locked, so we
Mhm.
locked it behind us.
Yes.
You know, even though
Yeah.
you were still out, I thought, well.
You didn't
well,
get
she-
home late, you got home about 9, didn't you?
She had
around there?
mentioned about
No,
coming through the back door.
For us, that's
If
late.
you needed to,
Oh,
you know, the
9 o'clock is late.
area is not
Oh,
locked a lot.
yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
You didn't hear her say that yesterday?
No, but
Oh,
I
she
was
funny,
well.
yeah.
Yesterday morning I was in a
Because they have two
fog.
sides.
Oh.
They have the back door and
Mhm.
then they have a side door over here. She goes,
Oh,
if this is
okay.
ever locked and you don't have the key, you can always try.
Oh.
You know how open she is.
Yeah, I love that we can just walk in there and talk with them.
Yeah.
It's not kept. It's separate. That's their living quarters
That
back
is
there.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
keep it separate, but they're not, they don't separate you.
Mhm.
You're
So
allowed.
you have this in the living room area?
There's a living, beautiful living room
Mhm.
area over
Front
there.
door, right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the
Porch.
porch.
I love a front porch. And at my age, I keep saying, and I'm in elderly housing, so it's like a split solar heated, which is nice, no light bill. But it's like, I don't know, I mean, as a kid, we always had a front porch, you know, and the lilac bushes were over there, and they said, I want a front porch, but no. I gotta go over to my daughter's in Madison, and she's got a beautiful back porch.
Yes, that gives you an excuse to go over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, as if you needed one.
I know, front porches are so nice.
We stay often at a bed and breakfast in Bay City, Michigan. Bay City's one of those ghost towns now where the industry left, but it's starting to make a resurgence. It's a tourist area, and so people are buying up the old lumber baron mansions. And this is a gorgeous Edwardian brick tall building with turrets and that it is perfection. Beautifully decorated inside and gourmet breakfasts and
Yeah, did I mention when we first came here, we were in Wisconsin 2 weeks ago, and that's the way.
yes,
Beautiful, and all the houses are beautiful, and you can catch a Victorian style house every now and then, but this one is really ornate. Very pretty, it's straight on the corner, so their turrets really stand out.
What city was that in?
Columbus.
Columbus, Wisconsin? Okay. We'll look
Outside
for
of
that.
Madison.
Right, it's
Thank
called
you.
the Columbus House, the Columbus Carriage House.
Oh, okay, that'll be
Bed and
easy to
breakfast.
remember. Carriage house, yeah. We've been looking for something fun to go to in Wisconsin, so
Yeah.
that'll be good. It's
And
just
then
around the lake
people
for
that,
us.
Yeah.
ornate
Take the
our
ferry across too if
dancing.
you want.
Yes.
I always wanted to do that.
We've talked
I've
about
done
it.
that in high school, but I haven't done it lately, and it's a lot of fun.
I thought that would be interesting, take the ferry across.
Across Lake Michigan, you drive your car on, but then the car goes in the hold of the boat, and then there's the whole
Oh, yeah.
deck area,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think now they've added cabins and
Yeah, I think you can,
That's kind of
it's an overnight.
little
It's-
Block Island.
several hours
Block Island.
long.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, we go every summer, the kids get a,
What's the
they
attraction?
rent for a week.
We've never been there. What is it about Block Island that?
Well, there's no traffic lights.
Oh,
They do call it the Little Bermuda of the North. I don't know if it compares. as
You know,
pales
it's very,
and
very
compares, but
busy in the summertime, a
yeah,
lot of people
just
and
a lot
everything,
of bike
but
riding, a lot of walking, a lot of
yeah,
beaches.
and nice beaches and music and little restaurants and
Little
stuff like that.
restaurants, exactly.
A lot of
Just a
little
getaway.
mopeds and
Yep.
oh,
Yeah.
The mopeds.
yeah, but yeah, my daughter got married out there
Yeah.
at one of the, Linnell got married
Oh,
at the Atlantic,
okay.
yeah.
Brian and Judy want their ashes scattered there.
Oh, well, Joe, my son-in-law, who's
Brian is my
55,
brother.
he said, my ashes are gonna go to Block Island. I said, Joe, I said, I don't wanna swim in your ashes. He said, Ma, I think you may be gone before me. I said, oh, okay, yeah.
Well, don't go to Bermuda either, cause that's where my ashes are.
Don't go
gonna be
where?
Oh,
Where?
Don't go to Bermuda either,
Oh.
because that's where my
Are they?
ashes are gonna be spread.
Bermuda?
Yes.
You like Bermuda, I
I
think.
love Bermuda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter
It's very
they went
easy
to Hawaii
to
last year.
navigate.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Yeah. You know what? Ever since the girl was missing on Aruba, when people say, "Oh, I'm going to Aruba," I say,
yeah.
I know
"I
that's
know it." That
scary.
just like turned me
ruined
off
it.
for that.
Mhm.
Yeah. for
Same
that.
here.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
here. They still haven't prosecuted that guy. Oh my God. Would you like some more coffee cake, Aunt Betty?
No, thank
Are
you.
you sure?
Mm.
Okay.
There's actually somebody else disappeared too.
Really?
Remember that lady from Frederick? By us, some lady.
Aruba?
Yeah, I don't think they ever found her either.
Oh
I
my.
mean, she got murdered. I don't know if they,
Oh.
or I think they may have found her. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, it's
wow.
a good place to go if you want to get rid of somebody.
Apparently. Wow. Hmm.
Is there
Well-
water in there? In the fish? Nope.
Water in the fish.
Crisis. In Bermuda was fun driving on the wrong side of the road
Yeah.
in a scooter.
Oh.
I
Wow.
came up to the first circle. She was in front, and me and Caitlin were on in the back on a double one. I was in a motorcycle accident about a month before that. I had bandages all over my legs.
Oh my
And I'm
goodness.
driving down the road. I came to the circle, and I stopped.
Mhm.
And Linda goes, "What did you stop for?" I said, "I have to think about this for a second."
Oh,
Because it's left-hand
Yeah.
traffic. You know what I mean? You're on the
yeah,
left-hand
yeah.
side. It's like,
I couldn't.
whatever.
How about the circles with that? When
Oh.
over in England, it was like,
Traffic
how do you go
circles.
around the other
The
way? I mean,
rotaries,
it's like,
you know?
Oh yeah, everybody. That's a big fad. God, there's so many by where we used to live. In Old Town, there's like 5 or 6 of them now. And
Yeah.
You just step on it. Just go into it.
But imagine
Because
doing
nobody
it with
pays any
left-hand
attention.
driving.
Yeah, that's why I said I had to stop because it was the opposite way.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
All
not
I had
for
to do
people-
was
No,
go around.
no, I don't think I could do that.
I know.
No.
My son-in-law has a motorcycle too. He's a fireman up in Meriden, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, he drives his motorcycle up every once in a while.
Oh, this is Joe?
I don't like motorcycles at all.
Joe?
Everybody should be made to ride one before they get their driver's license. That's my opinion.
So
That'll
they
give you a
respect
lot
them.
better
Look for
Yeah.
perspective on the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah. But you
Even
know
the
what?
street guys, right?
Yesterday, coming back from New York, they were, and you've seen them too. But there was motorcycles that were. I mean, we got it in the 3 lanes coming up from New York on 95. It's like motorcycles. Like that.
I know.
And we were going probably 65
You're
at least, and they
fast.
must have been doing 80, 85. I don't know, but it was like,
I don't
Oh.
consider
You wanna do
those
this?
true oh my goodness.
So it has ham and onion and garlic.
Good morning. I forget your name, I'm sorry.
Maple.
Mabel, yes.
Mabel, I have
This
to
is my
ask you.
Aunt Betty.
hi honey, I have to ask you, you went to Baldwin?
Mhm.
Did you have Mrs. Skelly, 6th grade?
No.
You didn't?
Do you know
remember
who
her?
she is?
6'2" or
Oh.
6'3", she said she was. She's been there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was on 6'3".
Yeah.
I had 6'4".
Okay. She'd been there like 17 years. So yeah.
That's
Very
Aunt Betty's
very
daughter.
Pretty lady.
Aunt Betty's daughter.
Yeah.
Aunt Betty lives in Guilford.
Yeah.
We're old Guilford family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down off of Boston Street. I live. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
What grade are you in now?
I'm gonna be a sophomore.
Yeah.
That's a good
Guilford
grade.
High School. Yeah. Rah.
That's
I
a really
graduated
good
from there.
grade.
Last year.
Yeah.
School.
Not again.
No.
Huh? Is your?
The cat.
Oh.
They're keeping the cats in too because of the traffic. Because of the construction, people
Oh.
are using the street more than often.
Okay.
I love you, Mickey. I'm homesick for our pets. Oh.
Is there room? Oh, she's getting water, I think. Linda.
Yeah.
is she?
Oh, okay. You want to top off on your coffee? You want more coffee?
Yeah, from the bottom up.